say and tell in reported speech. We're going to talk about how to change say and tell from quoted speech into reported speech in this video. And we're going to talk about the differences between say and tell in meaning and grammatical form, so you don't make those common mistakes students usually make. In this video, we will talk about say and tell verbs in reported speech, and we will cover 4 different areas in the video. And that is 1, what is reported speech? 2, what is the difference between say and tell? 3, how to know which verb tense to use. And 4, at the end, there will be a bonus practice quiz to see how much you've learned. Hi, my name is Melissa, and I am an English teacher. And this is a channel on all things English, geared to the intermediate and upper intermediate language learners in English, of course. And I cover all kinds of things, so it's a channel on all things English, like vocabulary and street talk and slang, but also grammar, of course, and stories in English. This is a good time to hit that like button and the subscribe button if you find value in these videos. What is reported speech? It's when you take the speaker's words in quotes and you change it into reported speech, like he said or she said. Let's look at an example more closely. Direct speech. Mary said, "I have a job for you." Change that to reported speech and it looks like this. She said, "She had a job for me." You notice how the time, the verb time, the tense, and the pronoun changes? When you change the speaker's words in quotes to reported speech, you need to keep these 2 things in mind. The first thing is that you need a reporting verb, like say or tell. I'll introduce other reporting verbs in a few moments. The second thing, you have to change the tense and the pronoun too. Here are some common reporting verbs to get you started. Keep in mind, there are many kinds of reporting verbs, but here's a few that will help you in the beginning. Said, told, asked, added, reported, indicated. Notice they are all in the past tense. Number 2, say and tell. How are they different? Well, they are different, actually. They're different in 2 ways. One is grammatical and the other is meaning. But first, let's look at the meaning. Say focuses on the words that are used in quoted speech, but tell focuses on the message or the content of the message. So they're different that way, but they're also different grammatically because say followed by something, say something, she said that, and then that answers what? So you have to use something, and tell me something. So you just learned that say focuses on the words someone said. Let's look at an example more closely. Direct speech. Michelle said, "I love you, Mommy." Turn that into reported speech and it looks like this. She said that she loved her mommy. So you notice that the verbs are in the past, said and loved, and the pronoun changes. Michelle changes to she and you becomes her mommy. You remember that the verb say is followed by something, so to say something. So let's take a look at indirect speech or quoted speech. Jane said, "I'm happy living in Canada." Turn that to reported speech and it becomes Jane said that she was happy living in Canada. But can you say Jane said me that she was happy living in Canada? No, you can't say said me. It's incorrect because look at the top. It says to say something. So it is correct to say she said that, or you could add she said to me that, but you cannot say she said me. Say can be used with questions, but tell cannot. That's an important distinction. Tell cannot be used with questions. Let's take a look at direct speech here. He asked, "Do you love me?" Turn that into reported speech and it looks like this. He asked if I loved him. He asked if I loved him. Do you see the past tense verbs? And the pronouns have changed. Do you remember that tell focuses on the message or content of what someone said? You want to look at the grammatical structure here because it's to tell someone something. So that someone becomes replaced in reported speech with the object pronoun. Me, him, her, them, us. For example, Jane told me that she was happy living in Canada. Let's look at this next sentence and you tell me if it's correct. Jane told to him that she loved him too. No, it is not correct because there's the to him. It doesn't work grammatically. Tell, the structure is tell someone something. Tell me that, tell him that, tell her that, tell them that, tell us that. For example, Jane told him that she loved him too is the correct way to say that. Use the verb tell with a set of instructions. You can't use said with instructions, only tell. Let's look at a sample sentence. Jane told him to open the window. That is correct. You can't say Jane said him. But what about Jane told to him to open the window? Is that okay? No, it's not because it's tell someone something, no preposition to. Of course, when you change from direct speech to reported speech, you must change the time or the tense. And it goes like this. Present becomes past. Present continuous becomes past continuous. This past simple becomes past perfect. Present perfect becomes past perfect also. Will becomes would because, of course, that is the past of will. And can becomes could. But would, could, and might don't change in the reported speech. They stay the same. So the present simple turns to the simple past. For example, I like sweets, she said. She said she liked sweets. The present continuous turns into the past continuous. Example sentence, I'm living in Victoria, British Columbia, Chris said. Chris said he was living in Victoria, British Columbia. The past simple becomes the past perfect. Melissa said, I bought an electric car this year. She said she had bought an electric car this year. The present perfect becomes the past perfect. For example, I haven't eaten yet, she said. She said she hadn't eaten yet. Can becomes could. I can speak English, French, and Italian, he said. In reported speech, that becomes he said he could speak English, French, and Italian. And will becomes would. I will be late, he said. In reported speech, that becomes he said he would be late. And would stays as would. Julie said, I would live in Rome if I could. And reported speech would be Julie said she would live in Rome if she could. Could stays the same as well. So John said, I could swim well as a child. And in reported speech it becomes he said he could swim well as a child. And might stays the same as well. Mark said, I might be late tonight. Reported speech would be, he said he might be late tonight. To indirect speech. Jane, we've been dating for 3 months, which is correct in reported speech. Jane told to me that she has been dating John for 3 months. Or B, Jane told me that she has been dating John for 3 months. The answer is B. Jane told me that she has been dating John for 3 months is the correct answer. You can't say Jane told to me because tell someone something is the grammatical structure. Here's another question. Direct speech. Mary said, I went to the ballet last night. Which is correct in reported speech? A, Mary said me that she went to the ballet last night, or B, Mary said that she went to the ballet last night. The answer is B. Mary said that she went to the ballet last night, not Mary said me. Good job. Hit that like button and subscribe if you like these kinds of videos. And thank you for watching a video by Melissa Carroll, my English teacher.